Alright. Record tracker? I don't know. I couldn't tell you, honestly. I've never bothered. I would probably have a fuck ton of losses. Which is perfectly okay. So I will send a challenge. And then you can accept it. And then I will pick a deck. Select deck. Alright. What do I want to do? What horrible thing? I will see if I can do that. Oh, this is the Deathtouch. I'll do that one. You like Deathtouch? Again, the odds are not always in my favor. Good move. This guy is how poison used to work before they put out the toxic stuff. So, that's something to keep in mind. Okay, you removed it. Nice. I don't need this right now. I need this. And put this down. And play this. So that was a treasure token that came with Thieves' Tools, and I put down a Deathtouch lifelink vampire creature. And this is equipment that I can equip to it next turn, when I can actually do damage. These tools make me unblockable, by the way. At least, this is what it says. Equipped creature can't be blocked as long as its power is 3 or less. So as long as this creature stays relatively small, it can't be blocked. See if I can draw a card. I see you've got the right equipment for creature removal, so that's a plus. Destroy all creatures, and I'll bring back mine if it wasn't exiled. That's a board wipe. You've got more than enough board wipe options in white, even in the current set. Very nice. This creature is a god. It'll return in a couple turns if I'm not dead. You've got all the right stuff. And I've got nothing at the moment.
I lead the Golgari now. Oppressors deserve whatever I feel suits them.
I have protection from your colors, but it doesn't matter. How are you getting all of those out of your deck? See, that's why this game is a little bit more even than, say, Street Fighter, where I have an incredible amount of skill on my side, but I'm still gonna lose just because I didn't get a hand to deal with it. Like, my deck didn't come out hardly at all. Challenge again. I'm gonna see if I can get this deck to actually do what it's supposed to. So you can eliminate a certain amount of luck by having the ability to draw through your deck. By eliminating having to draw through your deck, having enough creature control, and having it show up at the right time. Like, I got one creature, and then I had nothing else to play. I got one creature, and then I had nothing else to play. And your deck pulled out literally all the stops for, like, your creature removal stuff. I can't do much about that. I figured, hey, you only have so many creatures, maybe I would slow you down by board wiping. And it still wasn't enough, because it's not like my deck gave me anything else. Keep in mind, this is considered a budget build deck. This deck, when it came out, was considered like $5, I think, to build the whole deck. Like, that's how cheap this deck is. And it'll get you some wins. It's a fun deck to play when it actually works. Did you get the challenge? Sometimes this game is weird. There's a big difference between a $5 deck and a $500 deck. Especially in this game. And there's a huge difference between, say, a $5 deck and a $5,000 deck. I'm not doing good on the hand. My opening hand is kind of shit. Not gonna lie. Well, that's why they're starter decks. They have relatively easy mechanics, good, strong fundamental stuff built into it, and a lot of room to grow, right? And they also give you some good cards to use later. So they're really good for that. And they give that to kind of even the playing field, because there's people like me who've been playing since the beta, and I have just a shit ton of cards. Like an absolute shit ton of cards. See, here I am. I'm going a little bit better this time, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Give me a second. There we go. What do I want to play? You removed my creature? Okay. I will play this guy. He has like a bunch of abilities. He is a myth. And he has haste. He's pretty crazy. He has Vigilance, Deathtouch, Haste. Questing Beast can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Combat damage that be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. Whenever questing beast deals combat damage to an opponent, deals that much damage to target planeswalker that creature control or that player controls. So, pretty insane. And like I said, this is one of the differences. This is probably the most expensive card in the deck. So maybe this was a $20 deck, but mostly because of this card. I could really use a couple more mana. Aren't these swords really cool? Equipped creature gets +2/+2, has protection from green and protection from blue. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you create a 2/2 green wolf creature token, and that player mills 10 cards. These swords are no joke. Really not good to let you get hit with these. Like, you want to try to avoid that. That's what I would recommend. Because you're losing 10 cards into the graveyard every time I hit this, which is pretty nice. Like I said, this sword is actually a reprint from Mirrodin, by the way. Mirrodin came out before, or shortly after 8th edition. Let me put it that way. It came out before 8th edition, which was like 20 years ago. Deathtouch in effect. Yep, Deathtouch is a thing. I'll take a green. Sounds nice. Unfortunately, you'll only be able to block one. But if you have the option to go for the kill, you go for the kill. Again, this deck still didn't kind of do what it's supposed to. Normally it puts out like a ton of, you know, Deathtouch characters, stuff like that for you to worry about. But as you can see, this game is a lot of luck, you know? Hell yeah, GG's on that. Like I said, did anybody else want to fight one? I will go against Josh again, and I will send a challenge. And I'm gonna switch up decks. Some of these work better than others. Oh, here we go. This is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite horrible decks to play. It is mono black. What did I say? Oh no, you didn't reinstall it when your PC died? Well, that's okay. like I was saying, that deck didn't work the way it was supposed to. And keep in mind, life is a resource. Like, that's a very important thing to keep in mind in Magic. Life does not determine you winning or losing. There's a number of things that determine whether you're going to win or lose. And life isn't necessarily the only thing that determines that. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Life is obviously one of the standard ways to win, but it's not the only way. When I was saying you shouldn't take hits from that sword, you shouldn't take hits from that sword because if you take any damage from the sword, it takes 10 cards and mills them into the graveyard automatically. And if it mills them into the graveyard enough times, you'll lose the game because you won't have a deck. Maybe I'll show you one of those. That would be fun. I really want to show you what this deck does. I hope it does it. I hope it does its thing. Because it's really cool when it works. Problem is, the combo for this deck takes 7 mana. So, whenever your upkeep happens, which is untap, upkeep, draw, that's your phases, your first 3 phases, this deals you 1 point of damage every time you draw a card. And if I had 2 of them, or 4 of them, or 8 of them, and by 8, I mean I have 4 other cards that do a similar thing. Yeah, they did do the update for March of the Machines. They did do the update for March of Machines on here. So if you haven't updated your game in the minute, I think it's a gig, or at least 500 or 600. Alright, getting rid of one of mine. Nice. So if I get hung up with this deck, I just kind of wait you out as long as you don't get rid of my enchantments down here. Because that's what's killing you. Oh, cool. And in the meantime, I put down characters to kind of wall you out from things. This guy is indestructible, which means you can't kill him. You have to actually exile him.
Necromancer has a nice ring to it. This looks like a fun new toy.
This, of course, is Liliana, Dreadhorde General. Whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. That's a +1. -4 is each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Each opponent chooses and then for -9 is each opponent chooses a permanent they control, and each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. So. If you have to log back in, it just means you've been logged out for whatever reason.
They were a lousy servant anyway.
Perfect, I get to draw some cards.
Oh, I do love a good death wail.
Oh man. Well, that's not too bad though, honestly. I think this deck is really cool because every time you draw a card, you pay with life. Like I said, and this isn't even the fun combo. I have enough to do it, I just have to pray I get the card. Or that you survive long enough for me to get the card. Also, if you kill Liliana, because you can attack her directly, if you kill Liliana, you know, you can avoid some pain. Some. Limited amount. Because these still exist. Yo! How's it going, Menthol? Planeswalkers are one of the biggest threats that you could have on the board, so if there's one out in play, you want to try to get rid of that as soon as possible. Because they changed the entire game.
What a
Yeah, you
drag.
can attack her directly. Any Planeswalkers you can attack directly. Oh, here we go. Check it out. I'm gonna help you out. I mean, not really. You've just drawn half your deck. Yo! Thank you so much for
join the
that.
machine with 14 views.
Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Yeah, isn't that a cool trick? Conditioner. That's it. Just, you know, conditioner. No beard oils, nothing fancy. At least not 90% of the time anyway.
Creative 90 is now a cog in
Welcome
the
in,
machine.
Raiders. We were doing some fighting games beforehand. And now we're doing... oh, here we go. Challenge? Let's accept. Now we're playing some Magic real quick. I play mainly Historic. What were you
is now
playing,
a cog in the machine.
Menthol? Were you playing some Magic? Forza Horizon 5, you were playing some racing games?
Deathtouch is now a
And
cog in the
RuneScape.
machine.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime you want to come back for, you know, some learning experiences, you are more than welcome to, as always, Joss. Okay, that's what's up. 2 MTG tournaments a week? Do you guys do F&M or something? Or just do, like...
Anna_D0
Oh yeah,
is now a cog
that's
in
what's
the
up.
machine.
Happy birthday. Thank you for that 2-bitty cheer. I think we crashed. Oh no, guys. I was trying to figure out what's going on. How's it on your end, Gentle? Yeah, no, we crashed. Shit. That happens every now and then with this game. So, yeah, let's fire that back up. Maybe it'll bring us back into the game. I don't know what happened there. I am still having a rainstorm here. What did it do to us? Sometimes it does weird shit. Okay. Magic is hella fun. Especially if you can go sit down tabletop with friends and play it. My friend Hoop, who's a regular to the channel, he actually ran a what was it? We did a booster draft. And had a lot of fun. What do I want? I don't have enough to do some of the things that I want to do. I'll do this, I guess. Draw a card. Oh, perfect. I'll take that. We're gonna search for a land. Okay. Whenever a player casts their second spell, that's not good. See what the birds is going on. Alright. Take 4, 5. Proliferate, nice. Applying the poison. And they land. That didn't kill everything? Fuck. Learn something. I don't know what his deck does. A pet? What? We have a pet? We have a pet dragon. You can just acquire them at random, for the most part. Applying all the poison, I see you. Drawing all the cards. There we go. Proliferate. Yeah, if you buy the battle passes, I don't buy the battle passes. I just play this casually, and I've been playing for a really long time. I've been playing since beta. As a dirty casual since beta. Okay, well, we'll end turn there. Yeah, I've thought about it, but it's a little out of my budget to buy like a $50 game every month. I know it's not that bad, but with as often as they do battle passes for this, it's kind of, it adds up. It's whenever any player. Okay. Okay. Still not getting what I really need. we're gonna make him ditch his creatures.
Return to the essence of the multiverse.
Rascus Fall, very nice. Let's see about ditching some things and finding some more cards. I'm still not finding what I really need. I don't know. Ugin is just a distraction. He's not like the main go-to thing for this deck. In fact, far from it. The fact that I do any poison damage at all is just the fact that they gave me the opportunity to, and I was like, that's gonna be stupid. Let's do it. But that's not what really this deck is supposed to do. It's just another one of those things that you kind of add as a side effect, right? If he can figure out how to put down 4 more poison, I'm in trouble. It's always a possibility. Make that 3 more. I gotta pull back my own stuff. Can I can't cancel the first one, damn it. I forgot about that. Because I wanted to just use it for the draw card, but I gotta pull something back. And I can't submit 0. So this isn't gonna work. I didn't think this through very well. My bad. He's gonna cycle it? Okay. Okay. Let's see what I can do. Try a mistake. Again. Fuck. Okay. Just gotta wait it out. I did trade 4 for 1. It is true, I did. But, you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do, right? Here's what I've been waiting for. Counterspell? And proliferate? Okay. I need to draw more cards. I'm gonna pull this back just in case. Try a dumb mistake. But I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, you know what I'm saying? I've got lots of options. Say this. Make 2 of them. Now I need 1 card. Not a land. Shit. Give him another turn to survive. Make a mistake. Die twice. Let's scry. Because I forget I have scry. Put that up. I don't want it. Thank you. Cool. Good games? Good games? This deck is pretty crazy in what it actually does. Like, pretty crazy in what it actually does. It duplicates a lot of things. It makes all kinds of crazy stuff happen. And it uses, Mirari Conjecture, and, Thousand Year Storm. Very good poison deck. Very good poison deck. I don't think I have anything that's solid, but if you want to play against a poison deck, we can go poison deck for poison deck. That wasn't mill. Mill throws it into the graveyard. That was exile, baby. Exile. Big difference. Your deck didn't even touch the graveyard, man. It just whoop right over into exile. The whole deck. Like 30 some odd cards. And we can all thank D&D for that. You want to see a mill deck? You want to see an actual mill deck, Joss? Bring your worst and I'll show you a mill deck. If you're still up for it. Perfect. Hey, that's what happens. That's how you get into Magic. You watch half an MTG stream, and then next thing you know, you're downloading MTG Arena or MTG Online if you want older stuff. And then next thing you know, you have your life savings invested in Magic cards. So true. You don't have your life savings in Magic cards? Let's see. I forget which ones are which. I need to actually go through and name my fucking decks. Not that one. I thought I had a... I'm looking for a specific one, I'm just not seeing it. Maybe I deleted it? Let's see if I can take a look at this real quick. Give me a second. This is some weird shit. Yeah, this will do, I think. 62 cards, okay. Oh. I mean, you can get shiny cards in digital now. I mean, usually they do animated cards. We're gonna take a mulligan to start out with. Yeah, this'll work. Damn. I don't like any of these options. I'll ditch this guy, I guess. That'll probably be a mistake. Play this. And I was gonna say, it's a little bit hard to walk across an ocean, buddy. we've only just begun with the mill. Does everybody want to see your life savings in a magic card? We don't attack here, we just kind of wait it out. If I attacked, it's only because I bumped something. And I have to ditch a card. I'll ditch one of these. So, now, with this on the board, whenever I draw a card, you are going to mill 2 cards. With these on the board, whenever I play a land, you mill 3 cards. So, currently you lose 8 cards between the 2 actions. And I haven't updated this yet for me to draw 2 cards and then start placing counters on my creatures so I can do physical damage as well. But I was saying, y'all want to see your life savings in a magic card. If you know what this is, if you can tell me what this card is, I will be impressed. It's from Legends. And it's Italian, so it's not quite as expensive as it could be. Oh, good job, right off the bat. I think mill decks are a lot of fun. They just aren't the best at winning, and I haven't updated mine with the new Jace. You definitely know your magic cards, considering this is kind of obscure. But it's literally kind of a life savings in a magic card, because even the Italian version is $1,500, I think, unless it's gone up since I last checked. Like I said, mine's Italian, so it's not English. If it was English, it would be worth more. On the other hand, the amount of money I spent on it, well, people would be appalled. Why is what, Pixie? A little bit more specific. I forgot what I said already. Oh, the Italian and English thing? Because English cards are worth more? And just in case you go to get your cards back. Well, I mean...
Welcome to my world of nightmares.
There's a pretty big English-speaking population that plays the game.
My masterpiece.
Anyway, and that's how this deck gets rid of all the cards in your graveyard. That way I don't have to worry about them coming back. Maybe less pizza sauce on them, but definitely more French fry grease. Ooh, what's this? Is that like their version of the Batmobile? It literally is. It's a mysterious limousine. Who cares? They taste good. See, now that's the right answer. I mean, totally gonna block it so it doesn't die, but...
You're not scared enough.
I gotta get you like 2 more times with this guy before he dies on his own.
Behold, my epilogue of fear.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna draw 2 cards and move this up to level 2. Perfect. Ouch. What's the... I guess it's outdated, right? I guess it's outdated, but, the artifact that does that. I think it's from Ixalan or something. Well, I think they tried to change it once, and it didn't go well for them. And so they're still french fries. Like I said, I think mill decks are a lot of fun. The problem is you actually have to survive long enough to get through 60 plus cards. And on MTG Arena, there's some people with some really big... Does anybody, any of our raiders have a jank pile? You know what I'm talking about. Where you threw together a 200 card deck for the sake of having literally every card you wanted to play with ever. It's only 3 white, though? Yeah, see? This dude has a jank pile. I haven't built a jank pile. I have jank decks, but I don't have a jank pile.
To digest.
Okay, so now that you have no cards, all I have to do is pass turn. And that's how a mill deck works. And with the new Jace, it would be a little bit faster. Like, a little bit faster. But the big problem is keeping yourself defended. And try not to get killed. Right? Like, that's really the biggest problem. Hey, I got a reward. So you do have a jank pile? It's on Arena? I mean, cause, you know, if you want to fight me. The crabs are pretty decent for defense. Oh yeah, no, 100%. You want to just storm the gates and attack as much as humanly possible. Like, every time you get a chance to deal damage, because I have to survive a really long time with a mill deck. I mean, you want to go again, see how well you do? The other thing you gotta do is, enchantments, creatures, whatever. I'm not worried about my life. Like, I'm here to get almost dead. I'm here to get almost dead. Like, that's how I work. With a mill deck. And this isn't the most... This is like some weak, older version of the mill deck. Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate you hanging out and have some good matches on Street Fighter and, you know, some good rounds of Magic. I don't like this hand, Logan. Fuck, I don't like this hand either, but it's more acceptable. Yeah, no, I like the crabs, honestly, I really do. And this is why we're playing snow-covered lands. That way we can play 2 different types of crabs. One that only mills 2, and one that mills 3. And one that requires snow-covered lands in order to even use it, but gives you 1 more point of damage. I do like the, iceberg crabs. It gives you, like, an option to have, like, 4 rune crabs. And then 4 of these, which is, like, 8 crabs. It's a lot of crabs. This deck is very crabby. Crabs are dangerous. This one, by the way, this one was a better crab to pick because this one removes 3 cards every time I play a land. The other one was the better blocker, but, you know. Hey, fair enough. If you think you're gonna be able to run over the top of it easier by getting rid of that one, 100% get it. I just think the Rune Crab is the better of the 2 to pick if you have to try and get rid of one. On, like, a very immediate level. Damn, I wish I had that 1 card. Also, because this is on the field, I have no maximum hand size, so I can hold over 7 cards currently. I don't have to worry about getting rid of anything. I can display stuff when I want to. Fair enough. I'm just waiting. Patiently. I have patience for this game, and none for playing Minot Street Fighter. Aren't you guys the only shop in town? Like, aren't you guys the only ones left? This sounds like a very dumb plan unless they're going to a different town. Oh, let's do that. That'll be fun. I still need another mana, I'm not getting him.
You.
Well, you'll have to let me know how that goes. I am super excited, actually. I shouldn't be so excited, but it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
You must be quelled.
I don't need this guy.
Your final terror is upon you.
Ah, I need 1 more for that? Okay. The only downside about this is this card here doesn't work as long as I was using this guy right here, because this guy puts things in exile, and to reduce the cost of this card by 3, my opponent has to have 7 or more cards in the graveyard. That's a counter spell, by the way, if you haven't seen those yet. I'm gonna take double strike stuff, but it'll be worth it. All right. See, I've still got 18 cards to get through, and you've got a lot of creatures, and because I'm playing mono blue with this deck, I don't really have the most options. That thing costs 7? Never seen that thing. They stole a terrain kit? Wow. Like for Warhammer or for Legion? Ouch. Oh, they also act whenever a snow-covered permanent comes into play. I've got 12 cards to get through. $11 cards to get through. Every time you draw a card, it gives me an advantage. Okay. Very nice. Destroyed some stuff, got some stuff down. Yeah. I want to play this first. And then these will activate twice. So you'll mill 4 cards for that. And then I'll play a land, and then we'll mill 6 cards. And I'll have 3 blockers, and then... you'll have 1 card left. Put 2 cards into your library. I can't play anything else, so... sure. And we'll do no attacks, because we want all blockers. People are definitely not the brightest there. GG's? That's what it comes down to, like, with a mill deck. That's what it comes down to so often, is it just comes down to, like, you've got 2 life left, and you've got 12 cards to get rid of still. Well, that's the advantage to playing a mill deck, is that your opponent hopefully never has the card they're looking for. They're like, my deck has the card I'm looking for, the one thing that could stop them, and it's always the first thing to go into the graveyard. People hate mill decks, and people hate discard decks. I don't even think I have a functional discard deck in this format. People were saying black shouldn't have the ability to discard anymore, but they're just haters, honestly. I'm just gonna put that out there. They're just haters. There's no reason this card can't exist. It's never very good. It's hard to pull off. You ditch somebody's hand one turn, and then there's like nothing to force them to keep ditching their hands anymore, right? You ditch half your hand to make them ditch their whole hand, and then you almost don't have anything to hold it with anymore. It is possible. It is possible. Or maybe he didn't attack because he wasn't going to get around the craps. Have a good night, Gentle. Thank you for being here. Have fun on your way to work. Drive safe, Pixie. Joss, you are off to bed too. You would have except you drew the card, right? Or you had an effect that asked you to draw a card. See, if you have no cards to draw, and it asks you to draw a card, and you can't, you're done. If the game asks you to draw a card, it requires you to have a card to draw. So... Black has gotten, as much as I love Black, I really enjoy playing Black. It has gotten some really efficient creatures, like super efficient creatures. I admit that. I'm not complaining because I like playing Black. Yeah, see, if your Beetles left and they asked you to draw 2 cards when it happened, and you didn't have any cards to draw, that would be a thing. That would be a thing for sure. Oh. Lucky's playing? I didn't realize. Yeah, like I said, that'll 100% get you. If the game asks you to do something and you can't accommodate, you know, you're just out. Play this one real quick. By all means, if you want to put your name in. There are a ton of different avenues, and there's special win condition cards. Like, I have Approach of the Second Sun, which is one of my favorites. It costs 7, which is really expensive, but it gains you 7 life, and then okay, you had numbers, and then you had the hashtag, and then all the other numbers. Okay, I think I got it. Anyway, you play that, right? And is this a standard jank pile or a historic jank pile? Because I've seen them in both, amazingly. I don't know how they even work in standard. Oh, no, excellent. Excellent. Like I said, this is only literally, scientifically, the most complicated game in the world. Fair enough. Challenge accepted. Make tea and watch it? Will your phone be too glitchy? I assume you're on your phone. Gotta try and figure out what to... Oh, I'll do this one. I don't think I've ever run into your jank pile before, so this will be fun. Looks good enough to me. Dunning-Kruger effect. I'm a little lost on that one. You don't know what you don't know, but it doesn't matter because as long as you get the basics of the game down, that's kinda all that matters. Because once you have the basics, the rest of it doesn't really change a whole lot. Like, you're either gonna have a win condition where you meet whatever the condition is on the card to win the game. You're going to have a mill deck where you mill them out. You're gonna have a creature deck where you do all your damage with creatures. You're gonna have a direct damage deck where you do all your damage directly. And that's really it. There's not like a whole lot of in between. Alright, so we've got a blue-red deck. That's cool. Cleansing Fire. Nice. Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I need the Manat training. And if you want to learn how to play Magic, of course, you're always welcome to come by. And do some Magic, you know? Wait for Aki and Manon or JP. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I could give a Falk, man. I'm never gonna get tired of that. Falk, yeah. Have a good night, bro. Like I said, Manon, JP, or Aki, though.
Get ready to meet.
Okay. Feeling
No
the direct
pressure.
damage that way. Nice. Damn. I did not get what I wanted. Shit.
Oh, looks like
This
someone's
is
getting
2
a
per
little
turn, by the way.
sweaty.
2 damage per turn. That's pretty fucking rough. Whenever you cast an immediate spell, there's 4 damage. So, 2
You
changes
wanna
on the
play
board.
with fire, huh?
So, you're playing Super Friends, and you're friends with yourself? That's what you're saying?
This'll be easy.
Okay.
I can always do better next time.
All the direct
make
damage,
this quick.
gotcha.
I've
Very
got other
nice.
things to burn. Let's get toasty.
And then I'll take 3. and be almost completely dead. GG's.
Hope it's not too hot for you. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Very nice. All right. So normally, this is a fight stream for Saturday mornings, between 1 and 3 a.m. Saturday morning, to be specific. And, so I normally play fighting games, and I was for the first half of this. So I was playing Street Fighter, I play Guilty Gear, I play King of Fighters, I play all those on PC, and then I have Mortal Kombat and, Injustice and stuff like that on PlayStation 4. So if anybody likes fighting games, feel free. Come fight. I'll start a lobby. If you want to learn about fighting games, feel free. I have lots of knowledgeable people who come and hang out with me, who know a lot about fighting games. We're looking forward to Street Fighter 6, of course. I also play MTG. That's a little bit more at random as far as that goes. But got asked for a match today, so we switched over from Street Fighter over to MTG, and here we are. Also, Monday, between 1 and 3 a.m., I'm going to be playing more Elden Ring, and I'm going to be respecking the character and seeing if I can make it crush better, because I'm not doing as much damage as I could be, and I'm a little bit all over the place with where I want to be. So I'm going to look up a build, and I'm going to do it that way. That way I can get through that game, because we've been playing it for over a year now. We've been playing it since day one. I also do Monster Hunter or Magic on Tuesdays, and on Wednesdays I've been playing Diablo 3, and that's between 3 and 5 p.m. Eastern time for both those days. So, thank you all for being here. Porcupine, thank you for the matches. We're gonna get out of here because I've been on for quite a while, and we're gonna go visit Lucky J, who's actually playing more Magic. So if you want to challenge him to a fight, he's new at it, so he is actually pretty good. He's doing really well at it. But we're gonna go over and we're gonna raid Lucky J, because he's playing Magic today, and that's pretty cool. Seems to be a good running theme. So thank you all for being here. Hope to see you again, and like I said, I'll be back on Monday between 1 and 3 a.m. in the morning, Eastern time. You can find all my schedules and everything, here on the About Me section. And, yeah. Thanks for the raid, Menthol. Thanks for the, subs and gifted subs and whatnot, Gentle. Again, appreciate everybody. And we're gonna get out of here and we're gonna go see Lucky J. So give me just a second to set that up. Alright, peace, y'all.